MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Andrew.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting second, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Now to the plate, JT Realmuto. In previous duels with deGrom, he's totaled 4 hits in 25 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. deGrom is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So coming to the plate, Bryce Harper. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 coming. Skied into very shallow right. Coming in is Nimmo. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Zach Wheeler gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed
Pitch on the way.
Rosario. Nope.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, it's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, Dero, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Nimmo, a rare Wyoming native. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
So here's Jeff McNeil. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one.
Rhys Hoskins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, Dero, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
The 2-1 home.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
Didi Gregorius waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Hoskins is retired, and there's 1 away.
The shortstop.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. High chopper over to the right side. To second for one. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. So here's Pete Alonso looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Hit back up the middle. Kingery's there. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. At the plate, Robinson Cano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
He was not messing around in that at-bat. Looking for a first-pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first-pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
1-1. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Takes this the other way to right. Harper is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Here's Jake Marisnick. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Wheeler pauses. Here comes the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Cano at second with 2 down. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there as it falls. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Just got a piece of it at 98 as this is fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marisnick going back. Still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Phillies have cut the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
And in steps Scott Kingery.
The second baseman.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Kingery hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
No outs, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sent on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now. Ready now, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Phils do get one back on the solo home run. We play 2.5. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies 1. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 9.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Runner goes for second. 97 that time as this is fouled away. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Harper is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
A runner on first with 2 away. And another foul ball. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Fouled away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Now another 0-2. And he got him.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
A ball and no strikes.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
This is pulled into right. Nimmo is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Now the pitch. Rhys Hoskins is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Yanked on the ground down the line. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Didi Gregorius would be next if they can keep this inning alive. There's ball 4.
This is only their 2nd base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Stepping into the box, Didi Gregorius, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set, and the pitch, and it's fouled away. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free.
High and deep to right center. Marisnick going back, and they take the lead. It's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Stepping in now, Jay Bruce. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. 3 runs, just 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Ronald Torreyes. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. 0-1, here it comes.
Ball 1.
Torreyes is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
The 2-2. And he popped him up. Rosario into shallow left, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
That ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
In now, Scott Kingery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Hit in the air out to left. Cespedes is there, and that retires the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Phillies lead it 4-2. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bottom of the inning now. Robinson Cano the next to dig in. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. 50th pitch of the game on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. McCutchen going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. First home run of the campaign for him as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
1-1.
Pitch on the way. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And he fouls this one off. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And the pitch. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Standing in now, Jake Marisnick. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. McCutchen is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo home run. We played 4. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets 3. All set for the start of the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Two and 1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1 on its way. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
2 strikes.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Now at the plate, Jacob deGrom. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. 1-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bruce has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Harper. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCutchen is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
To 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Cespedes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Rhys Hoskins.
1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Looking up is Cespedes, and it's gone as they add still another. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now 5-3. Justin Wilson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Didi Gregorius will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Didi Gregorius.
From the stretch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone. 5 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just hung in there on that one. Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Digging in and looking for more, Jay Bruce comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That last at-bat, Natty B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at-bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 5-3 Philadelphia. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
On its way is pitch number 75. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the 1st out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They're still down 5-3. Brad Brock is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29.
New inning set to get underway. Now in the box, Ronald Torreyes. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Kingery. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marisnik on the move. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Torreyes is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Neil Walker will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Number 12, Neil Walker.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. He's got it 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew McCutcheon. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Comes set and the 0-1. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
2-1.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And boy, the Phils just keep right on rolling as this will be extra bases again. And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Paul Sewald will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Here's Bryce Harper now. Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The count to Bryce Harper. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. When you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a factor at all.
Rhys Hoskins will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he falls behind 0-2. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Popped him up. Alonso in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Phillies on top, 8-3. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. Hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Center fielder, number 16.
Stepping up to the plate, Jake Marisnick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next to the bat, the pitcher, Paul.
Eduardo Nunez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Mets, number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
In there, 0-1. Now the pitch.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Mets go down 1-2-3. Can't make any headway into start of the 8th on its way. But first, Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. Edwin Diaz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Under it is Marisnick, 1 away.
The batter.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This is flared out towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
So now to the plate, Scott Kingery, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 2-0 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Nick Williams will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Nick Williams.
Bounce to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. One hit, one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. Phillies lead this one 8-3. Hector Neris will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Striding in, Ahmed Rosario. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Neris stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way? You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 0-2, here it is. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is pulled into right. And a fair ball as this one gets to the wall. The throw into second.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Count even now at 1-1. This is line to left. Bruce is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now an 8-4 score. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Andrew McCutchen.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard hit towards center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
So striding in, JT Realmuto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. Cano fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And Bryce Harper will dig into the plate. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnick will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. He was a ground out victim last time up. David Robertson takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Now here it comes. Robertson has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Standing in, Jake Marisnick. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A bouncer up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Jed Lowry will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Mets. Number 4, Jed Lowry.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Phillies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Zach Wheeler gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies.
Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, the Phils earned the 3-game series sweep as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-4. The Nats got 11 hits overall as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-1. The Padres broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the visiting Braves 3-2. The Pirates totaled 13 hits as a team as they secured the win in extra innings against the Cubs 6-5. The Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-0. Brandon Crawford smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 9-2. The Dodgers bested the visiting Rockies 3-1. Hunter Renfroe was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, helping lead the Rays to a win over the Yankees 6-5. The Reds combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-0. The Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-4. The Cleveland Indians brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-0. The Detroit Tigers swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-3. The Oakland Athletics got the home victory against the Astros 3-2. The Twins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they sank the Mariners 7-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.